Welcome back to Kintsugi's classroom. Today we have another, session. I took a short break yesterday. I didn't post anything. I've come up with a new topic. We have been doing a lot of grammar. And my kids keep telling all the time that grammar is boring. Alright. So we will do something interesting today. And as I told you, I am a learner. And every lesson speaks to me. So of late I had dealt with this Sound of Music, NCERT, class 9 NCERT. And I have combined both of it because these two lessons combined together gave me a new message. So I have put that as, I've created a mind map, and in this I am talking about the two dysfunctional things or the two things that were non-functional. One is Evelyn's ears we can say. Now I am pronouncing her as Evelyn. Maybe some your teachers might be pronouncing it as Evelyn. Okay, and I don't think any of these are wrong because from what I have heard or I have, from what I know, proper nouns can be pronounced differently. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule saying that this is how a name has to be pronounced. Of course, we need to know how the other person, if the person is known to us, we can go and ask the person, hello, tell me how is it pronounced. But if there is a bookish character to whom we cannot go to find out, maybe we can have the liberty of pronouncing it the way we like it. So I would like to address her as Evelyn. And here there are two things that are non-functional. One is Evelyn's ear, the other is Pungi. Pungi was banned by Aurangzeb according to the lesson. And then, these both were non-functional and both of them needed. Okay, Pungi needed a transformation, a newness, a difference, a totally different thing. So from Pungi emerged Shehnai, a totally different product. So it needed a transformation. Whereas in Evelyn's case, she only had to enhance her other sense organs. You understand the difference? So when something is non-functional, you have two choices to make. Where you need to know whether the non-functional thing needs transformation or it needs enhancement. Okay? And then you might be wondering, ma'am, what does Evelyn's ears and what does Pungi got to do anything with us students? How can we connect it to our life? We can, of course, because we all have some non-functional aspect. Okay, I have put, like for some, their IQ level is very high, but when it comes to their EQ, emotional quotient, they are on the weaker side. They are highly intellectual, but they cannot handle the emotional dramas that go around them. Their emotional side is non-functional. For some, their emotional side is hyperactivated, whereas their intellectual side is non-functional. Okay, these categories we find in our own classes. The academically, superheroes who perform very well. But when it comes to, and then there are this category of people who do not have the social skills. They always get into trouble. So I have put this as, I have equated IQ to academics and I have equated EQ to life skills. Now we need to see whether we have anything non-functional in us. Okay, basically we have to see whether we have anything non-functional in us. What area of our life is not functioning properly? And if we identify something as, if your grades are very low, okay, then that is a clear sign that your IQ side is not functioning properly. Now, are we going to tell ourselves, oh, I am so stupid, I am not capable, I cannot do? No, that is not what we are going to tell. We are going to do something. We are going to transform ourselves. Maybe we need to do something about our lifestyle, maybe our learning style. What I do generally with my kids is this. Most of the time, I tell my children to correct their own answers. And of late, I believe that it is very essential. I have told every one of my child, till last year I was correcting word by word all their copies. But this year I said, I will only check your copies. I will not correct it. Because I realize that nobody can correct you or me. Nobody. People can check and tell you that this is your erroneous area or this is your error zone. I can point that out to people. People can point that out to me, that this is your error zone. Please check. So you need to correct yourself. So maybe the academics that we go wrong is because we don't write answers. We don't correct our own answers. Okay, we don't correct our own mistakes. In life also, the same applies to the life skills. People can point out and say, this is where you're wrong, this behavior is wrong, this attitude is wrong. You need to check on it. But it is my duty that I correct it. I enhance it with with a different attitude. You get me clear what I'm trying to say? Whatever is non-functional, it is my responsibility that I make it functional. So what I am going to do depends on me. Whether I am going to enhance myself with other skills or I am going to transform myself, transform the way I am doing things. So it is up to us. But there is this choice. And we can work it out. And we can always correct ourselves and make ourselves better. It is in our hands. So as we reflect on the non-functional aspects of Pungi and Evelyn's years, let us take a journey inward. I tell you, every lesson should make us take a journey inward into our person. Check what is there that needs to be corrected. Okay, correcting is very essential. And I repeat this once again. Nobody can correct us. They can point out our errors. But correcting has to be done by me personally. That is everyone's responsibility. So let this lesson speak to us. This is my value-based, explanation of this lesson. Allow this lesson to speak to you. Alright? And when you allow this lesson to speak to you, I think you will get more ideas, more insights. And if you come up with something very good, I would be very happy to hear it from you. Thank you. See you again in another video. Keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep supporting. Thank you.